I think so. And then we got through all the transactions that were duplicated. We think that the balances at the end of the year now look more aligned. I haven't gone through all of them, but just spot checking a few, I'm like, all right, this looks right to me.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. Good, good.
so we're but yeah, we should be, especially now if that's the only one that happened like this, we should be good for the end of April by tomorrow.
Okay, good, good. All right. So this session won't take very long. It basically we call it the system administrator or sysadmin training, and we cover two things. One is creating your own entities, and then the other is users, okay, and how to deal if you had a new user or you wanted to change permissions for someone, that type of thing. So um, I recorded this, so I turned on the recording so we can put it in the system, and if you need to come back to it. Um, what caused the duplication? Did you figure that out?
Yeah. Yeah, so basically when Carter filtered everything, he accidentally duplicated some of the transactions.
Oh, okay, okay. So you at least have a cause to it, and
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, it
yeah,
wasn't a it I was originally calling you because after we deleted all the transactions and upload them all again, we were still having the same issue. And so
mm,
I thought it was something in Gravity that was going on because like he was like the total was matching the total from QuickBooks, and we realized it wasn't like a formula. It was just auto pulled in, and it was just like because it was pulled from if you pull file from QuickBooks, it pulls it into Excel. It gives you the formulas, but if you copy that into another sheet, whether it's Google, if it's Google Sheets and not Excel, it won't keep the formulas for you. And so
oh,
he thought that it was still a formula and it was just a hard coded number. And so when he
yeah,
copied it over and had everything down on the two sheets, it looked like it added up properly, but it really didn't.
it didn't. Yeah, yeah, I get it. I get it.
So it was a simple mistake. I'm just happy we figured it out, to be honest. I was like,
You
I don't
know,
even. He was like, I'm
and
sorry. I'm like, dude, I don't even care. I'm just happy we fucking figured it
you
out.
know, and the Gravity dev team is working on. They're trying to develop, just a conversion from QuickBooks,
Yeah,
right? And I keep telling them, I said, guys, sometimes it's desktop, sometimes it's enterprise, sometimes it's it's online. And I said they're all so different, man. You guys, you
QuickBooks
know.
sucks like that.
Oh,
Like
I
they have a
know.
different product for everything. Like just make it one freaking product. What the
Make
fuck
it
is wrong
one
with you
product,
guys?
Oh, I
And
dealt with it for 3 years, man, and the company I worked for made a living because QuickBooks was all over creation with their versions and things like that, and and they're so just into adding new features, but never
that
cleaning up the
sucked.
the old crap. Yeah, and it's like
And half
I
the
told
new
them,
features suck.
I said, what you got to do is do it for QuickBooks Online, latest version. Period. That's it.
Yep,
That's
yep.
because if you get into enterprise or desktop at all, QuickBooks doesn't want to be in desktop anymore. So why should you? You know.
Yeah,
Um, so all
yeah,
right,
exactly. It doesn't make any sense. I completely agree with you.
right, right. But everybody, most of our customers come from QuickBooks,
And to
and
be
so
honest, like if you just created something that was like, hey, just upload your GL here in like your balance sheets and
right,
your trial balances at the end of each month or each year, and we'll build it for you. Just have
right.
AI do it.
That's what they're trying to come up with, and I said, you've got to consider what years are out there. You've got to consider that their books might be a mess anyway.
Yeah,
Uh, so
that's usually
yeah,
the case more often than that.
yeah, yeah. All right, easy part. In system setup, right? We're in the financials module,
Yep.
and system settings. Hidden way up here in the top right is launch entity configuration. Okay. So when you click on that, you could do a couple of things here. Mostly what we do. because when you get a Gravity sandbox, it will always have the master entity created. But if you're going to edit the name of the master, you should do it here as opposed to entity configuration, is where everything shows up, right? But
Yep.
if you need to edit the name of the master, do it here. If you need to edit the name of any other entity, do it here. But mostly what you do is you add a new entity. Okay. And so if we add an entity, it'll take us to basic screen entity. You see the red asterisks indicate required fields. And you've basically got to do this, and we can just do. It doesn't care what's in it, but
Yeah, I just put A's. It's funny you put Z's. I put always.
yeah, and then you go to next, and it says, is it a 12/31? I don't know why that got to 12/30 somehow, but is it a 12/31 fiscal year end? Is it calendar months? And is the chart of accounts 5 characters, which is what the master dictates this. Okay. When you hit the next button, it's going to say entity created successfully. And then it's going to say, do you want to import the chart of accounts? Which at this stage you don't. So you just bail out, and you just cancel. But at the end, as long as you get that entity has, I don't want to do it. The entity has been created. Okay, then you're good. Then you just X out. It'll give you this long thing that says you haven't finished, and you say I know, and oops, and you say okay. Then within minutes, it shows up here under entity configuration. Okay. And now here is where you need to add the default, right? So when we added a new entity, I forget which one we added, but all of the default accounts for AP, for revenue, these need to be done. Okay.
I actually need to add one. Actually, two.
You do?
I actually do. Yeah. Like,
Okay.
not even joking.
Okay. Do you want us to add one right now so you can see the process?
Yeah, I'm just pulling up the other information so I can put it all, have all the correct info. Just give me 20 seconds to pull it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to, you can do it.
Yeah, I was gonna do it.
Okay.
Oops. Click that. I remember better if I do it.
Yeah.
Add new entity. Do you know what number we put for all the others?
What do you mean?
Phone number.
Oh,
I'll check real quick.
I don't.
That's fine. I can check. Oh, here's my number.
Change that to 12/31. I don't know what happened there. Calendar months and 5 characters on the chart of accounts. Then go next. Okay. See the congratulations, your entity configuration was successful. Now it's going to ask you can go through and import your chart of accounts. If you say next, It'll take you to the chart of accounts import, and but you don't want to because your chart of accounts is there. Now you'll add accounts that pertain to bank or equity accounts or due to froms, right? And
Yep.
it's going to give you that message that says you haven't completed configuration. You just say okay. As long as you got that yellow message that said,
It was created.
it was created. Now go to entity configuration, and what did you just create?
This one.
Okay, so it doesn't take it doesn't take anything. Now go into that one because there's some basics that I mean you've got to get those defaults filled out before you can do any work in them. But all the way scroll down on the first screen here, you need a default currency, okay, and there. Actually, don't do it until you're ready because you can't save this until all of the required fields are filled out. Okay. So you've got to do that. Then on the purchasing, you see there's all the default accounts, revenue.
Got it.
Now, if you want to, what I do when people have 10 entities is I export them with all the fields and do it in Excel. Just fill yours are all filled out. So if the accounts are going to be the same, you could create the view that has all of the fields and export it out and copy. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So that's all there is to adding a new entity. And if you ever want to change the name of the master, I changed the name of the master, add the ZZ so it comes at the end of the list and it doesn't get in the way. So that's all I ever do is that. But if you're going to add another one, yep.
Yep. Sorry, I'm trying to find this address.
Go. Fill out. Now instead of adding all of the fields here, it's easier to go to advanced find because you can add all fields, right? In advanced find, if you just go there, click on that, that'll take you to entity configuration because you're in it. This is the database query. I don't know if you've used it much, but
Not that much, but I know I've seen you use it before.
yeah. And here you can add all fields and export. Okay.
When it wants to load.
If you do it out in the front screen, you've got to add them one field at a time, and it's too easy to miss them. So now the first time you load this, it does take a minute.
Now, I don't want to stop doing this yet. But before I forget, can we go through and try testing it? What we were talking about yesterday about the exporting and re-importing for the dimensions at the
Yeah,
end.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. What were we talking about?
Exporting the posted transactions.
Oh,
And
right.
then-
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
once we're done with this.
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, then Carter and I are gonna, I'm gonna make sure everything's tied out tonight. And then tomorrow morning, we're gonna export everything out and then upload the classes and then just re-upload it.
Do you have a VLOOKUP you can use for these transactions to do it? Or
Well,
how are you?
what I was gonna do was just sort it, like I was gonna pull in, I was gonna pull the general ledger from QuickBooks I was going to, and then I was going to see what the best format was to pull all the transactions and stuff that were
Hmm.
posted or unposted
Yeah.
in Gravity, and then have Claude enter it based on what QuickBooks has.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so you're in this entity configuration. Now, if you hit the result, the red exclamation at the top, you will get the entities that exist now. But you see, there's only 5 fields, right?
Yep.
So go back to Advanced Find, the other tab at the top, and then go to Edit Column. It's in the top header section, and right in the middle, there's a Save As, and then Edit Columns, just to the
There we
left.
go.
There you go.
Sorry, I
That's all right. And then Add Columns on the right-hand side. Add Columns. Now just click the top, and you've got a view with all columns. Okay. Say OK, and then results again. And it's very evident which ones, now you see, for instance, there's accrued expenses you see right there, right?
yep.
And so take this out to Excel and copy and paste for the blanks.
Uh,
Yeah,
Static worksheet.
static, yeah. And you just basically, they're not in order, so you go through it and you look for anything that's a GL account, right? And yeah, and you'll have to do that, and then keep scrolling right and find there's 10 or 15, I think. There's a bunch in a row right there.
That's weird.
There's
You saw that, right?
also what for currency? It's default, so D's under default currency. We need that.
Oh, that's just regular currency. Default.
There it
Oh,
is,
here
right
it is.
there. Yeah. Okay. And then the test is once you import this back in, the test is go into one of those new companies, change something like an address, and make sure you can save it. Okay. Because if any of these required fields are not there, they won't allow you to save it.
What is due date for?
Due date. I have
I should,
no fucking
I should get
clue.
rid of this.
I have no clue what that is. That was on the master. The last one was
Oh,
the
yeah,
master.
but it's on 427.
I have no clue what that is. We'll go look. We'll go look at it when we import this back in.
All right. Quick thing. Should these be blank or this be filled in later?
Yeah, those will be okay.
Okay,
Those will do themselves. We probably just a little too fast. It wasn't quite done, but
got it.
that's okay. They'll.
Um, I don't think I need this, do I?
Yeah, you do. I
Oh,
mean,
I do.
you don't. It does.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Invoice terms or invoice template.
It's template.
Liability retainer account.
That is if you allow customer no prepaid payables, prepaid expense. Yeah, I don't know why they call it that. It's just dumb.
I should make this. Should I make it myself or Gravity Admin?
It doesn't really matter.
Oh, okay.
If you import it, I think if we import this, it changes to Gravity Admin because the Gravity Admin user controls the imports,
Got it.
which they're changing, by the way. Which we've pushed for that because it's like we can't tell who did it, you know.
Yeah.
And so they're changing that so the import workflow will put the actual username going. I think we're behind a couple of updates. That bug you found the other day, that's been cured for a while. So I'm going to ask them after I convert everything to production, ask them to update both sandbox and production.
So you know when you go to the store and you buy a shirt that has like a hole in it, you get like a discount. Does that mean we get a discount because I found a bug? No, I'm just kidding.
You know, they here's the inside scoop on something is like Gravity doesn't have their act together on updating all customers at the same time,
Got it.
and so the squeaky wheel gets the update,
Yeah.
and it's like we found a bug. Come on, guys,
Yeah.
because they can't. You know, they need some automation. Right now, it's the dev team just goes and updates everybody, and they have a process. But it takes time. It's so when we find the bug, it's like no, that's been cured for a while.
That's funny.
That just means that nobody. That means I haven't yelled at them to get us an update.
Search import.
Yep. Then it's important.
I pressed it, just wasn't loading.
Mm. And then you can track progress to see if there's errors. It'll open a new tab. And yes, leave this page. It opens a new tab. And then you refresh this a couple of times. It'll be completed. You see that there's 10 records. Oh, 7 errors. What did we do? 3 successes, 7 errors. So go there. Failures. Oh, sites. I forgot about sites. Sorry. Okay, inventory warehouses. Even though you don't use them, you need them. Okay. So we'll use the same spread. We can use the same spreadsheet, but we need to create those back in Gravity first of all. Let's find the column. What was it called? It was called
Site.
site. Yeah. Okay. There. Um, so I name them something that's relevant to the company. Site. You know,
Yep.
whatever the 3 characters you used or the 4 characters you used.
There we go.
But they need to exist before.
Oh,
So keep do them there, but
okay.
then we got it, and then we'll come and we'll add them in Gravity first. Okay, save that and keep that open, but go back to Gravity, system settings.
This one?
Yep. Well, on the left-hand column down below, system settings. Oh, you can close this. That was the error. And then inventory and site or site there. Now this is a little bit of a pain in the butt. Okay, so we're in this West Laco DC LLC. So add a new one. Got to go to each entity, and all we need is the name and the code, which is what you just put in the spreadsheet. We don't need addresses or default bins or shelves or anything like that. So we need site name and site ID. But the same thing. Save and close. Change your entity. Once that's done, Add new.
Missing one.
Which one?
Enid.
Go to entity. You got entity configuration tab up top. Oh. Okay. This is permission.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I know.
Okay. Well, now we'll switch the training over to permissions. Okay.
Users.
Yep. There. Advanced. No, you got to go to advanced, not personal.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
At least I knew what was going on.
And then settings
Well,
and security,
users.
users. Now, all when we add so every user, put yourself first. Find yourself. Just click on your name. Yeah. Basically, you just add the entity and the permissions that you already have pertain. So scroll down, and you will see the entities that you have permission to work on. Okay. All right, and then over on the right hand side, we need to use the plus, add. Just type in. Oh, well, Enid is there. Did you just add that? No.
No, I didn't touch it.
Oh, you're in the search. Sorry. Okay. So hit your search. Over on the far right, there's a search on the blank line.
Yep.
Okay, there. Now you got to choose. Choose Enid. Add that. You already did
Just
that.
duplicate.
Okay, it's there. You see it there, right? So
Oh,
what else
page
is?
2. I have all of them. Yeah, I have all of them because I have 10. We have 10 entities.
And 11 with the master.
Correct.
Okay. But you didn't do that just now?
No, I didn't.
Okay, save and close, or just save. You can leave this window open. Why didn't it show up then? Oh, we might need to do a hard refresh. Go back to any gravity screen. Where were we?
Can we log
Site.
out of everything?
Yeah, probably, but sometimes the Control F5 works too.
I don't trust it.
Yeah, inventory is a weird one because there's so much data in inventory. Inventory loads a ton of stuff in the memory when you first open it, and so it could be the fact that we're working on an inventory account. Huh. But this should take care of it. Why did it add it for you?
I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither. Maybe because you're a system admin, but I didn't think it even did that.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, there's a few things that I now and yeah, if you go back to site system settings and sites, left hand, yeah, system settings, then inventory site. Now look at the drop down for are they.
No, still not there. So give me 1 second. It's raining. I have to shut a window real quick.
But is one of the new ones here? Wait, what were the two new ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are here. No, the two new ones are not here.
I'm back.
So are the two entities missing that you just added?
Yeah. Yeah, because there's only 9 here.
So okay, let me look at mine. I want to look at mine to make sure I'm the same. I think it's just they show up in entity configuration really fast. So I've got 9. So there should be 11. Okay, I got to log out too. Let me log out. I'm gonna try the hard refresh to see what that does for me. Okay, entity configuration. Oh, still 9. Okay, I'm gonna log out. Yeah, entity configuration. Anytime you mess with entity configuration, you probably should log out.
Okay.
No, I'll come back. This is a timing thing. It's just taking its sweet time. Right back to it. Okay, now I have entity configuration. I still have 9. You have 11 in entity configuration, right?
Yeah.
And you're in Sandbox.
Yep.
That's strange. Usually they show up in entity configuration, but I always do it. So maybe it shows up for the user who did it.
Got it.
And then
That makes
under
sense.
under change entity. Okay, now I'll go out to system settings and site. See site. And then there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Okay. It just hasn't finished its thing yet. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can use you've got the spreadsheet ready to go. Well, we can keep going on the other things and come
Okay.
back. Now we've got to get the sites entered for the 2 new entities and then import again. Okay. So
Okay.
okay. Now okay. Security, you've been there before, right? Have you done the uh the role?
I don't think so.
Right here, I'll share for the well, you've still got it open? So you still have no, you don't have that's okay. That's okay. Here, I'll do it. In security,
Oh, okay.
under users, so you can mess with the roles here, but we rarely have to mess with the roles themselves, but you can copy a role, change certain things in a role, rename it to something else. So you can have multiple roles. I mean, but the ones that we have with Gravity are typically good enough. So if I come to Chris, so you were messing with the entities down here, but here we have managed roles up on top. Okay? And so you can go through and see that the roles that you are assigned to, they're alphabetical. So you're a Gravity administrator and Gravity dashboards and Gravity power user. So power user is all accounting functions. Okay. Dashboards give you the ability to tweak the dashboards in Gravity. And then Gravity Administrator allows you to do security. So you don't want to hand that out to anybody typically.
Yeah.
Now, so power user says you can use any accounting module. But then we have all the accounting mods, and we have a Gravity AP user. AP user limited function allows only voucher entry, no payment. AR user, financial user is a GL user. Intercompany billing, which is the AR function that bills your other entities. And then again, power user is all of them. Read only, if you have an exec or a CPA that you want to come in and look at things, a read only user can run all reports and look at anything. Like they can look at the journal entries, but they can't change anything. Okay. So basically, you assign a user to one or more roles. Okay. And again, now I'll show it to you, but it's rather daunting. If you go to security and security roles, every function on this platform, including not only the gravity functions, right? So if I go to, we'll find gravity. Okay, so here's the gravity roles that we were just looking at. If you open up Gravity AP user, you're going to see every function on this platform. Okay, and whether or not they can create, read, write, delete, append to. Okay, so it's rather daunting. All of the gravity functionality is not in business management, business process flows, core records, custom tables. That's all the gravity. Okay, so you'll see bank accounts, bank book entry, and whether a user that is assigned to, we're in the Gravity AP user. Okay, you can see that on bank accounts, they cannot create a new bank account. Right? They can read the bank account, they can change the name of it, but they can't delete it, they can't create a new one. So, again, to do these security settings, it's a daunting task. But what always is to come up here and copy a security role. Okay, copy a security role and then start to tweak things, take away things. Okay. And that's the best if you need a specialized AP user that only does payments, right? Because the AP user now does, or the AP limited does vouchers but not payments. So take the full AP user and start taking away vouchers from it. Okay, and but you'll notice that if you think about how Gravity works, is if I'm in AP and I post a voucher, guess what? It creates a journal entry, right? So you have to have, this AP user has the ability to create a journal entry, okay? But not, they have the ability to create it from AP, not to go into general ledger and create a journal entry. So again, if you're working with me, great, ask me, and I'll try my best. If you're working with Gravity support, ask them to help you with that, because creating new roles is a test of endurance.
Yeah, I can see why.
And it's likely in your environment, the way you guys are doing business as their bookkeeping function, you probably won't need that very much.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But what we're used to doing is for setting the execs up or the CPA user as read onlys. That's easy to do. Then so that's the role. You assign the user the role. There is one more place in system settings. That's miscellaneous security privileges here. Okay, and what this is to turn on. Let's say you went to the Gravity Power user, which is all accounting functions, right? And you see that's just the name of it. But here's the privileges that you can control here. Posting privileges now. So they've made it very easy for you. You see they're all true. The Gravity Power user can post anything, right? Except for sales orders. Why I don't know, but so if you never need to say, I want this person to be a power user, I just don't want them to post anything. Great, just change all of these. But you do this for all power users, though. So here's a good example of you might want a Satokie power user, right? And then assign that user to here. You have printing privileges. whether or not they can print. They have ACH, whether or not they can do check maintenance or run batches of payments. Report, can they run all of these reports? And then ADFS is at the bottom. That's the custom financial report writer. Okay, can they run all reports and can they create and edit reports? So usually the privileges, the roles are enough, but sometimes you just need to tweak one little thing. Okay, and so posting and printing is controlled at Gravity's front end under system settings, miscellaneous privileges right here. Okay. All right. Have our sites showed up yet? No. And again, we may not find that out until we log out. But if they're in entity configuration, they will eventually show up here.
That's fine. I can upload it later.
Yeah. So just remember, you just got to finish the 2 sites that are needed, and then go back to your same spreadsheet and load that again. Okay, and you should be good there. Okay. Now, what did you just tell me? My brain is kind of mushy today.
Sorry, one second. I'm trying this down. I completely understand you.
We were going to test.
Yeah. So one second. Let me share my screen for you. All right. So basically, what we want to test was if we're in posted journal entries and we pull out, let's say this one. Are we able to make an entry into department state site?
Yeah. Manually, if you click on that line,
it's locked.
If you no, the on the box in front, right? No, you cannot do it from the journal entry. You have to do it from journal inquiry. Okay, go to journal. So journal inquiry shows us the lines of journal entries, not just the journal entry, right? So here, if you say, okay, there's journal entry 1474. Now there's an edit button up at the top. Okay. And you can edit the dimension. Okay. Now, do we want to do this? No, you don't, because this is the one-off. So you want to add Oklahoma? Yeah, that's just a one-off. So what we want to do is go back to journal line inquiry, filter this down to whatever you want, right? You want to filter for 2024. You want to filter for a certain set of accounts, right? But then that's X fiscal year. So you want anything on or before 2020. Apply date typically is going to be just clear it like that. On or before 31/25, something like that, right? Why? Now you've got to make sure the dimension fields are there, which they are by default, right? Now just check half a dozen, check the first, and sort by journal ID. You see how they're not necessarily sorted? So the journal entries, let's just take that first few lines there.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, this is funny. Yeah. That's a long-ass journal entry. Holy shit.
Yeah, well, in historical, they might be, you know. Now, what you also want to do is you got to have the names exact, right? So you might want to fill in a couple of dimensions manually before you export, but you just need a list of your dimensions because.
So if I do this, so if I just copy, like, if I export this, I can upload it like that, right?
Yep, exactly. Okay. And yeah, just export. It's in the 3 dots at the top right.
Yep. Export to Excel. Okay.
Right.
Oh.
Now come back here and let's do a sample. Let's test just on the first two lines or something like that. We can
Yeah, I
undo
just
it
wanted to
or
pull out like one journal entry.
okay. All right. There you go.
Actually,
Come on.
this bad examples already has one.
Oh.
There we go.
Okay. Now, when you check boxes and you use export, it only exports the checked boxes, right?
Correct.
Okay. Now you come into dimension, got to enable editing. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to let you copy from there, but didn't you just export them?
No, I didn't. I was being lazy.
Okay.
I
Just
was,
go into one. Yeah, just open one.
uh,
Just open one and you can
See, it
copy it
still
there.
has this. Look, created on.
Yeah,
It's still
see,
doing this.
that's weird. I think that one got fixed too. Did it actually have two columns?
Yeah, I did.
It did. Okay.
Here, I'll show you. I'll go to page home, go back to site. See,
Oh
created
yeah.
on.
Yeah. Well, you want to learn how to do system views? System views are the ones that are default with Gravity.
Yeah.
That yeah. Okay. Let's finish testing this. I'll show you how to do
Okay.
that.
All right. So I'll take in, I don't know, this one. Oh crap! I'm gonna need to put in operations and then the other one.
Yeah.
All right. Choose best. Actually, one second. Let me choose one we won't use. George West. For you. And then state. Being very lazy here. Operations. Oops. Texas. Save. Was that it? Okay, this isn't done. Nope.
Well, you got to go back end on importing this. You've got to go to the back end, which is
Oh,
the same as the security. You've got it, one of the tabs. You've got advanced
I,
settings.
I closed it before.
Oh, okay. And then
Settings.
data management and imports. That spreadsheet, if it's an export tainted and imported, that spreadsheet has to be closed.
It is. Yeah, it's close.
And you will also have to know which journal entry you modify.
I'm sorry? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
Well, I had one error.
No, it
One
said
error.
successful.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it said successful. Also, quick question, why am I not able to export it from here and then just re-upload it if it's
Because they don't want people importing posted.
got it.
Yeah. It's
Got it.
yeah.
Uh,
Not impossible. They're just making it harder.
yep. It's this one. Cool.
It is. Yeah. Okay.
That works for me.
So if you ever have a one off, you can edit it in that journal inquiry.
Yep.
You know, if you have a one off and you go, oh, I put the wrong one, you don't have to. You just go in and edit it and change it. Okay. But if you need to do anything math, then do it export import. Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. I'll take this. I want to show you how to do system views are the ones that come with Gravity. Okay. And in order to, you have to go to the platform. So there's two places in the platform. One is that advanced settings, right? Is kind of the back end platform. The other place we go to is Power App, and the site is make dot
Sorry, one second.
Power
Yeah, I just
App.
want to do this real quick before I forget it. I'm just deleting the
Oh yeah.
there we go. And post this again. Cool. Sorry. All right.
That's okay. That's okay. So the site I went to, you type in make.powerapps.com. Okay. And that takes you to the back end of the platform, more from the, not so much from the user interface side, like users and roles and things like that, but this is this is the workflows. This is all
Yeah.
of the, yeah. So under, first of all, you need to choose the solution, and the solution is Gravity, but it's called the default solution for us because we're in Gravity. So it's always going to be the default solution. Okay. And then we're going to go to objects, and objects are database uh, table, basically. So it's going to populate every database table. And it takes a minute to do that. But what you can do is, what we wanted to do was journal entry. We wanted journal inquiry. What is that view? That view is not journal entry. No, journal entry line item. It's here. That's the journal inquiry, is journal entry line item. Okay. And here are the
Let's
views.
search it. Oh crap! I'm so sorry. I'm thinking I'm sharing my screen and I'm doing it. I'm trying to follow through and I'm like, so
No.
sorry. I'm on mypowerapps.com. Can you go back to solutions again, please? I apologize.
All right. That's
I
all right.
just realized I wasn't sharing my screen.
Okay. So first
Solutions.
thing, when we
Okay.
came here, we chose solutions on the left,
Yep.
and then the default solution on the right.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Looking at this.
That took us into what is the Gravity backend, and we're going to deal with objects over here on the left hand side. Okay. And this is every table, every possible place in the system. So if you wanted to do journal entries, you would type journal, and find GL journal entry. But these are the journal entry line items. Okay. And that's the inquiry when you're here and you go to inquiry. Okay. This is journal line in. Okay. So then we come back to here and we'll go to journal entry line items and we go to views. So these are all views.
So
Okay.
when I type in JOUR, nothing shows up for me.
Up here, are you an object?
Yeah.
Did you choose the Gravity solution? Let's go back in. Okay, let me see yours. There's that. Go here.
So I go
Okay.
solutions, clicked on default solution, and then click on the objects.
Object.
I think I want to type in,
I just typed it. Well, that's weird. Do something like AR. No, it's like AR invoices. So the
oh,
table name is AR. No, just the R. No fun. Hey, do we see AR invoice?
no,
Do it up at the top. Do AR space INV.
no.
Okay. Look look over on the. Here you go. On the top right, you see environment. You're in Satokie mining. You want to be in Satokie gravity. Okay. Now solutions. Now default solutions. Now object. And usually you can start typing. It just hasn't populated.
There we go.
There we go. Okay. Journal entry line item. Click on the little arrow to the left of it so it drops down. Okay. And then we go to views. Now the view is the name of the view um, in the front end of Gravity. And so that one is journal line inquiry. Okay. And it's the second to the last one there. You simply click on it. Now we're in that view. Okay. So if you look at the columns or the fields that are here, these
Yep.
are the fields if you had that open. You can take any of these fields, you can drag them left, right, up, down. You can, if you don't want dimensions on this view, if you don't want doc number, you see there's a drop down next to each one on the top of the column name. There, you can remove it. You
Got
can
it.
change the name of it. Okay, you can drag these things, new column. You want to add a new column?
Huh, this is pretty cool.
Yeah. Now, what were we going to do? We were going to go to where was that created
That
on
was in site.
site? Yeah, there's a couple of different sites, so you kind of have to guess sometimes because Microsoft has a site, Gravity has a site, and it's Active Power Pages. No, it's the other one. Site, all sites, quick site. Go to Gravity and see what's the name of the view. If you go to site,
Oh,
oh, that's your site. That's Dimension 3. Okay, so
huh?
no, it is site. Okay,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, no, it is site. It renames them here. And so if we go to views, it should be active, right? All sites quick. Wasn't the name of view active sites? Wait, what was it? When you were in Gravity.
Active Dimension 3.
Active. That's weird. Why is that not renamed?
System views?
Yeah, that's where we are. We're in system views. So we should see active dimension. Okay, so it's not this site. Go to the other site right above it and views.
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. So what else do we have? We have site component, site, inventory site. There we go. It's weird that it's not renamed on the front end. We gotta get updated.
No, this isn't it either. Oh,
Okay, we're in Gravity, Satokie Gravity Sandbox. That's correct. And there's nothing called dimension, right?
no.
Dimension, no. Okay. And type the word in that search box. Type the word site. Site map, inventory, site, power pages, site, site component, site language, site website. Oh, it could be one of the sites because there's two. It was. I always remember.
I remember seeing 3 before. I don't remember seeing 2.
Oh, really?
Because when I come into my import data, and I just still choose this file again.
Yeah. You can't choose. You can't choose it. You got to choose a CSV, and it'll let you pick the table, but not on the Excel. It knows what table it already goes to.
Let's find CSV. CSV. Huh.
Right.
There was 3 before when I uploaded this. I mean, to be honest, at this point,
I wanted to show you the concept of how to modify these views.
yeah, no, I
You
know.
know,
I just
yeah,
the one that we needed to fix isn't showing up.
I know. God,
Of
let
course,
me
it's
take
how it always
let me take
works.
a peek at mine just to see if it's something bizarre.
No, that's
I'm just
fine.
I'm in it.
I know that Carter has to leave in about a half hour.
Okay,
So
and if you need to get to him,
yeah, I just want to be able to like I want to keep this is really interesting to me and I really want to follow this up again, but I I know that he's gonna leave in about a half hour and I want to get him up to date on like how to do this so that we can start uploading this all and doing this tomorrow morning.
yeah. Okay. Well, we can do another 30 minutes on this just
Okay.
because it is really helpful for you to be able to change the system views.
No, absolutely. I
Yeah,
completely agree with you.
yeah, and I'll figure out um what site we should be working in because I did this. There's one called site setting, and that's not it either. But it looks like a gravity table. But anyway, go work with
Yeah,
Carter, and we'll figure this out. And I'll just ask my gravity support people.
well, appreciate that
Whether
as always. Thank
yeah,
you so much
okay.
for your time.
Yeah, yeah, no problem. We can. I got some time tomorrow if you do, but or we can wait a couple. I mean, next week is fine too on this stuff.
Yeah, I think let's do next week, just to make sure that we have enough time to finish everything for you.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Okay, go do that, and
perfect.
we'll be okay. All right, we'll talk
Thank you
tomorrow.
so much, John.
You bet. Bye.